Hey y'all, Austin here with Outer World Media. Welcome back to another weekly update, guys. We are getting closer to the end of the month of November. The finish line is in sight. We can see it, guys. We have just a little bit longer left this year. I hope you guys are having a good November. Hope you guys had a great week this last week. Hopefully you got some reading done. Maybe started watching some holiday movies. Who knows? I know my wife has started decorating for Christmas and whatnot and has already started the Christmas movie watching. So I've gotten a good bit of reading in while she has been getting a head start on Christmas movies. But let's get into it, guys. What have I been reading? Well, I did finish The Professor and the Madman. Look for the review up this week. I'm not sure the exact day just yet, but look for this review coming out. What I will say, I enjoyed this book. I really did. When I talk about it in my review and I'll touch on it, it just amazes me, the fact of this gentleman is in, an asylum for being legally insane, and yet, he contributes to the Oxford English Dictionary, and it blows my mind. It really does. I touch on it a little bit in the review, so I don't want to go too depth into it, but it just, again, it blows my mind, that somebody that, again, society has deemed, hey, they are, legally crazy. They need to be locked away. They don't need to be let out. They don't, need to have any interactions with society. And that's how they treated him. He contributed so much to this item, this, book that everybody in the world, at least once in their lifetime, has had to use. So it amazes me. So look forward for that review. Also want to point this out. Look for the review of Deadhouse Gates up this week as well. Another book that I did start right before I went on vacation. I didn't take it with me, but I finished it when I came back. Is The Gunsmith, number 56, Dead Man Walking by J.R. Roberts. This review should be up this week as well. What I will say about this book, again, without trying to go into any spoilers or anything like that, not give too much of the book review away, I really enjoyed this book. I really did. And again, I'll go more in depth in the review. But just know this is definitely a series that I think I'm going to keep reading. And I do touch on the adult content in this book and whatnot. And so I don't go in depth, anything obscene or anything like that, but just kind of keep an eye out for that. If you're on the fence about the series, watch my review, or if you want somebody that's probably going to do a little bit better of a review because he's got a couple of these under his belt, go check out Hyde and Reed's channel and whatnot, and definitely give these books a try. Next, I did pick up and I did finish the Ride the River, book number 5 by Louis L'Amour, book number 5 in the Sackett series by Louis L'Amour, I should say. This review should be out this week as well. What I will say, and I say this in it seems like I've said this in every Louis L'Amour book that I've talked about on this channel. I enjoyed it. It's a Louis L'Amour book. I always enjoy these. There's a reason he has become one of, if not my favorite author. Again, so keep an eye out for this review. I think Kevin's review is out, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But again, keep an eye out for that this week. Kind of going into, guys, what am I going to be reading then, since I've, gotten what appears to be a good amount of reading done so far this month. And I will say 3 of those books I did start last month, and one of them, Deadhouse Gates, but I already talked about that last week. All 3 of those, well, 2 of those books, I should say, I did start last month. So it's going to look like I did a lot more reading than what I've actually done. I have picked up, and I started this like 24 hours ago, a little under 24 hours ago, and that is book number 2 of the Dirk Pitt series, and that is The Mediterranean Caper. I have like 130 pages left of this book. I am flying through this book, and it's not because I am, trying to meet a certain page goal so I can try to get through all my books. I like to read as much as I can. But this book, for whatever reason, and this series so far, I can't put it down. I really can't. Last night I was up till about midnight reading this book. Again, I am enjoying the heck out of this series so far. So I look forward to reviewing that whenever I finish that. I did pick up book 3 of the Malazan series, and that is Memories of Ice. I'm about 40 something pages into it. Again, That's about 40 pages, which in a normal book, like a Louis L'Amour book would be like a third of it, maybe a quarter of the book. No, that's nothing in this. What I will say so far, again, it's Malazan, so I don't want to spoil or ruin anything for anybody. We are back with a character or two so far that, we've already met, and there's some characters that we have not met. Again, enjoying this, gonna take my time with this. If I'm not in the mood to read it, I'm not gonna read it. I don't want to have a repeat of what happened with Dead House Gates, where I just wasn't feeling it and I would try to read it, and I think that kind of ruined it for me. Again, I'm just going to take my time with this and whatnot, but again, I am enjoying it so far. And again, look how cool the cover of this book is, guys. But that is it. That's what I'm going to be reading this week. If I do, which I'm sure I probably will finish this week, I am on the fence as far as what I'm going to pick up. I'm not sure yet. I'm really not sure what I'll pick up next after Mediterranean Caper. I have a couple of things up on deck to read, so I'll see what I'm in the mood for. When I finish that this week. If I do, I don't know. Malazan, Memories of Ice may take up all my time. I may be so enthralled with that book, I may just not even pick up Mediterranean Caper, which again I don't see happening. But at this point, I'm just rambling, and I don't know why. Guys, give me 1 second. I need some coffee. Yes, I have a Shrek coffee mug with Genji on there. It is okay. Kind of what else is going to be up on the channel this week? I have probably, I'm not going to lie, guys, probably the most videos I've done in a time span of a week coming up. So kind of stay alert. Your phone probably will be going off the hook with alerts from the channel saying review, this, that. I am getting the new Kindle Paperwhite in tomorrow. I know I'd mentioned it before, and I don't say that to brag or anything like that. I've had some issues with my Kindle. It is dying rather quickly, and the ink is like bleeding on the screen or whatever. So we'll pull the trigger on that. So I might do a review. I don't know. Might do an unboxing. I don't know. I do know that I have been tagged in a couple videos, so I'm going to try and get those out this week if possible. But again, you know what? As we get near the holiday season and whatnot, time is going to be taken up with spending time with family and whatnot, as well as I'm also going to try and have up this week the goals for 2025 for the channel and whatnot. So keep an eye out for that. And as always, guys, I do appreciate you stopping by. Let me know down below, what are you guys reading? If you have any recommendations as far as books, movies, TV shows, let me know. Again, this is Outer World Media. I focus mostly on books, but I need to get more movies and whatnot on the channel. But again, guys, I hope you have a great week. Y'all stay safe and enjoy your holiday season.